Hello, welcome back. Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make this paper airplane. This paper airplane holds the Guinness Book of World Records for longest flight time. 27.6 seconds. Can you believe that? I'll bet if they threw this off a tall skyscraper, it could last longer than that. But anyways, doesn't it look like a flying book from Harry Potter? Something like that. It's kind of square. So anyways, I'm going to show you how to make this paper airplane. It is a good paper airplane. It does have some good hover time, and it's not that difficult. Here we go. Okay, this will be the slow tutorial so that it's easy to follow along. All right, so I'm going to use a regular printer paper, 8.5 by 11. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold this in half lengthwise. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this like so. Then we're going to open this up and rotate. Okay, using this center crease, we're going to take this side, we're going to fold it along the center, but we're not going to crease it down. In fact, we're just going to get the top part and put a little crease just like that. Just one little. And we're going to use that as an indicator next. But we're going to do the same thing to both sides. So we're going to go ahead, take this, fold this along the center crease, and we'll lift that to make sure we're even. And we're just going to give that a little crease. All right, now that we have our creases, let's go ahead and rotate our paper sideways. What we're going to do is we're going to make a crease from that indicator to the corner of this piece of paper. So we're going to fold this in. We're going to be kind of at an angle so that the corner of the paper is going to point towards the center. And then we're going to adjust it. So you just grab and adjust this until we get what we think is going to be a crease that lines up all the way down. So we're going to hold it there, crease it down. And if we're off a little bit like this, that's okay. All we're going to do is we're going to make a little adjustment up till we get that right. Okay, once we're there, we're going to go ahead and rotate, and we will do the same thing on this side. So we'll lift it up, use that crease mark, and we'll point these corners close together, and that's going to give us a good guesstimation of what we need to make this even. You'll still have to make some adjustments. Go ahead and crease that down. And that looks pretty good. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is right where these two corners meet. This is going to be our fold line. We're gonna make a horizontal fold here. And the way we're gonna keep this paper aligned is we're gonna use this center crease line right there, and we're gonna fold it back on itself. So if you want, you can fold this down and kind of re-emphasize the crease. And we're just gonna fold that back onto itself. So I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna find my point. Okay, that's that. We're gonna line up that center crease. And then we're going to go ahead and crease this down. That is going to be the first fold. We're gonna do this 8 times. And as we do this, you're gonna see that this paper binds. And when we get down to that, I'm going to show you how we deal with that. Okay, so we got 8 of these to do. That's 1. We're gonna keep the center crease along right where it's at. Keep folding it on itself. That's 2. And we'll keep nice tight folds. That's 3. Lining up, keeping that center crease line. 4, and you can see it's already starting to bind. So I'll show you how we deal with this now. So we're gonna start, we'll line up on the center. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, the important part is to keep this side flat. So we're gonna go ahead and just keep that flat, and then we're gonna push up, and then we're gonna let the paper wrinkle underneath. So if you see, it kind of wrinkles right there. That's okay. This part being flat is what's important. So we're gonna keep that, make sure our center crease is there. This is flat, crease that side. We'll do the same thing on this side. Keep that flat. Let that go underneath and fold that. Okay, that's 5. Here's 6. And you may have to do it over and over. You will have to do it a few times, but sometimes you have to do it back to back. Sometimes you get a little break. And sometimes they just don't want to cooperate. And there we go. Okay. Now, once you have this, you got your 8 folds, you're going to fold this back along that center crease. Make sure our wings are lined up. Good corner there, good corner there. And we will re-emphasize this crease here. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to, from the bottom that's folded, we're going to go up about 1 inch and then fold this back. But we're going to make sure that this side here, this is the nose of the plane, the front side, stays in line. All the folds stay in line with each other. So I'm going to go 1 inch up, and what I'm going to do, because the paper, once you fold a lot of paper, sometimes it binds, it gets a little difficult. I'm going to use a ruler. You don't have to, but for the demonstration here, I figured it'd be nice to keep it neat. So I'm going to line that up, make sure the bottom's good, and then just kind of fold this up. Get a little crease there. Then I'm going to fold this down, and like I said, I want to make sure that this paper is all in line. And once it is, then I will crease that down. We'll go to the other side, and I'm just going to line up here, make sure that, because symmetry is really important, right? So I want to make sure that it's the same spot here. These corners line up, and I'll pinch that down and crease that. Just like that, okay? You can see it's already starting to look like a book, but we got one more step. So what we're gonna do is here, at this corner, we're gonna make a fold, keeping this back side, this is the back of the plane, we're gonna keep that in alignment. So, and it looks like we need to fold that back. So we're gonna lift that up, fold that, go back. Before we crease it down, we're gonna make sure the back side is lined up. When we're happy with that, we'll go ahead and crease that down. See how that lines up right with that? Then we're gonna open this up and do the same thing on the other side. Make sure the paper's flat in there. Put that up. Ooh, see, it wants to be difficult. So I'm gonna crease that up. All right, we'll lift this here. Find that. Once we're happy with that, we will crease that down. Okay, now it's a matter of just shaping it. Lift that guy up. And this right here is the paper airplane that got in the Guinness Book of World Records. Let me know what you think. I hope this tutorial helped. I'll see you next time.